Yo, it's me again. It's Junpei Berry. Oh my god. I should have come up with a better introduction or whatever. Anyway, yeah, welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. Part 2 of an Oni Kakushi, you know. Well, whatever, let's just start. What the hell? Oh, okay. Yes, I know. I don't know what... I hope that... Oh, wait. Let's begin with that tip first. You gotta always read your tips. We don't have a uniform? It's only June, but it's already so hot. I could hear the Higurashi outside chirping, me, and at night there are mosquitoes. It might as well be summer already. June here too. Ah, yeah! It was a mere coincidence, really. My only salvation was that the mornings were still cool. Summer, I do declare! Sadako was flapping her skirt languidly. I'm so sorry. Sadako was flapping her skirt languidly. Same. That's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a girl. Whatever, Keiichi. Keiichi does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it could be much cooler. A girl like you wouldn't understand. Wearing jeans during this season and how steamy the crotch gets. It gets steamy, huh? This girl's gotta imagine something indecent. Rena's summer clothes have a nice, refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them. Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rena's. But Sadako, your summer clothes are so cute, being a one piece and all. I'd like to wear your summer clothes. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler. But it would be so much more fun with cute clothes. Oh. I had a feeling that Rena and Sadako's base values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. There were quite a few students in regular clothes. There were quite a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same. That's a city school uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everyone in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere? Why, yes, Mion supplied them. Mi-chan's relatives run a second-hand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then? Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. Ha ha ha! That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. I get that it's a second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. What's the point of stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. It doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mion pitch in and help so that they can make a bit more. But Mion says it'll be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction. A second-hand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit. I don't get it. Alright, now that we read that tip, was that important to know? I don't know. Oops, sorry. I'm such an idiot. We lost our valuable time because I was stupid. I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rena and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Rena and Mia were already waiting at the meeting place. Kei-chan, you're late! Sorry Sorry, the show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping 2 girls waiting?
Mi-chan, you just got here yourself.
Last night's episode of Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? Not carpeting tools. Just kidding. Mio answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right. Rena really did make a picnic. Keiichi, after you left, Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it.
It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay?
She's been like this since last night, you know. Can you take responsibility for this? Alright, I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility.
Huh? Responsibility? For what? For what?
As we both turned around slowly to look at Rena, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that would be filled entirely with lunchboxes. Except this was Rena that we were talking about here. She's so strong! About 2 kilos, I guess? When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I say 5.
You're exaggerating. Keiichi is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Let's get going! Heave-ho!
Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunchboxes. Correction. I say 5 kilos too. Rena's so strong! I love her! Best girl. She's my best girl. Okay. No, I'm more Rena-Kenny, okay? I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad, got it? The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit of myself to make myself hungrier. I wish I could eat Rena's food. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. These were the boonies, after all. No slovenly death jockeys trudging to work on the weekend out here. It was a really nice place, peaceful and quiet. I need that in my life. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day.
Good day.
Oh, would you be my bar, I believe? My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All these passerbys even knew my name. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people and all 3 of them knew me. I started to feel a bit paranoid. It's a bit sad to say. Everybody knows everyone since there's so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's the Maibara fellow who just moved here. Yeah, that's how it works out. It's a process of elimination you can only pull off in a place like this. But it was quite effective. From now on, I better make sure to maintain a good reputation. Today, I'm accidentally discovered gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, and I expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare.
Of course I know them. The first person we met was Old Man Takezo from the Makino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute.
Next, we met the grocer's second son, Daisuke. His hobby is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future.
And the person we just met was Mio, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography.
You know the names of everyone we passed by? And even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Rena and Mio exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah. We're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there. Who am I?
You're my bar Keiichi. You say so many things, but you're actually a kind, shy person.
It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers. didn't you? That's enough! That's enough!
Boxers?
Enough of that! Apparently there's absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Hinamizawa is not a place to be trifled with! Oh gosh. How does Mio know that? They didn't even start the punishment games yet! This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around.
That's right.
We're parading around like this after all. Don't you all think so too? That Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about it made me believe what they said wasn't a joke after all. My personal perspective is, I don't have friends that I know locally unless they were from school. And I don't go outside. So I don't know Keiichi. And I live in the suburbs. We passed by another person. Of course we were called out again the same way. "Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you get along.
This lady here is Fujishima. Good day."
"Oh my, brah. How lovely for you having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here?" Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an empathetic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. "Good." As I looked back over to Rena and Mio, they gave me a wink.
"So now then, about time to have lunch, maybe? Maybe?"
Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mio and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. "I'm a man. I'll do what I can. But it's just too much." "It's fine, Kei-chan. Leave it to this old man." Miona's never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. "Rena, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view."
"Yes, good idea. I agree."
Rena nodded her head happily in response to Miona's proposal. Oops. And I don't read honorifics, just letting you know. Just a quick thing. And I try not to give spoilers. That's another quick thing. My apologies. Cresting the top of the stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared right before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves has been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling.
"This here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around."
By the way, if these places look realistic, it's because they're taken from Shirakawago, and it's a village that Hinamizawa is based off of. If you didn't know, this place, be sure to remember it, on our next break a festival will be held here. Isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival? What the hell? The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer.
"Now then, spread out the lunch boxes, and there."
Various colored lunch boxes were placed one after another on the top of a plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all this? Hey, Mio, no, it'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know.
"Good afternoon."
It was Rika and Sadako. Why are they here? Mio grinned over at me. I see. This was her secret plan to power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mio. Following up with all the pieces are in my place is my specialty.
"We just had to come here because there was such a huge commotion. What's the meaning of this?"
Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal made Rena. Oops.
"I can see that much. Why do you laid out a tarp out on our property?"
The temple is public grounds. It's not yours.
Keiichi's right. This is everyone's property.
Wow, Rika's such a good girl. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening up a spot for Rika, I promptly turned my back on Sadako.
Hold on 1 second. Where's my spot?
No spot for you and nothing for you to eat.
there's some for you too.
None! I'll eat all hers!
I will not allow that! Rika! Here, chopsticks.
Both Sadako and I left at the boxes having it out with each other. Man, really? Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this.
Have a plate. One for me, Chan, and Rika, too.
Rena whipped out the pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. For one, for nicknames, I will use honorifics because it would be kind of awkward to just say me or K. It would be awkward for me, so. Unless they leave it out, so.
If we don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up.
That's right. Okay, shall we commence this battle?
Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone.
Rena said as she opened up a thermos. Just then I realized this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind this was different.
I will not allow you to have this hamburger!
Using your elbows is against the rules, Sadako!
Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules!
There's a tough battle blocking with her full momentum and elbow and opening moves. Sadako appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal. It gave me the upper hand.
Ah! The last meatball!
Hojo Sadako has been bested! But I will read the last name before the first name, because Chinese people do it, okay? Sadako and I avidly begin choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were flowing all around her. Mia advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. This is how our meals usually go. I'd do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there's so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Is it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era?
It seems that long ago people ate in silence. It must have made people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think?
It's probably because back then people were busy even while eating and didn't have time to compliment the flavor. That's just you.
But you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That my effort was worth it, I mean.
She blushed a little as she said that.
It was delicious.
With absolutely perfect timing, Rika struck Rena directly with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof.
I'm gonna take you home! No, I mean, thank you! It was really delicious.
Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you could almost hear it.
To reward Rika for her praise, ta-da! These are special! 2 apple rabbits!
After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them toward Rika. After Rika accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. God, just imagine in Higurashi Go, if anybody watched that, if there was something done with the 2 apple rabbits in one of those alternate worlds. Just saying, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. And don't spoil it for people in the comments. I'll just remove them.
What is it, Sadako?
Wait, what is it, Sadako? What's with that defiant look?
Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Rena?
Oh, I love this one. Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think of with your weak vocab?
Well then, allow me to show you.
After Sadako flashed Mio and me a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly.
Hey! So, Rena's lunch!
Sadako looked up at her proudly while talking cutesy. How is that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears. That's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is a Rena limited special skill. She blushed, her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! Of course, that was asking for the impossible. Rena glomped Sadako and began rubbing her cheek against her.
Cute! Sadako is so cute! Take you home!
Swish, stab, push. Sadako was also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Miona and at me again with a defiant gaze. It only took 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair! You think she had such a trick?
If it upsets you so much, why not reward Rena with some praise?
Damn it! That was a dirty trick! First of all, that wasn't even praise. Sadako, you think you won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mion. What kind of trick is it? Kei-chan's gonna be the one who does it. What?
Why don't I have you show me then? The revving of an old maid.
The plan of attack she suggested was wicked. It was the only thing we had to beat Sadako. After sipping my tea, I started talking, very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is all freshly made, right?
No. Actually, most of it, almost all of it was frozen stuff.
Then which ones did you make fresh?
Well, it's embarrassing. Do I really have to say? Must I?
From the synergy of boy plus handmade lunchbox, her expression had melted into euphoria. I already know. This one, right? Rena turned an even deeper shade of red. The words I can't believe are practically written on her face.
How can you tell? How? Well, that I made it.
Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Silence enveloped the area. Rena's face, still completely red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Sadako also blushed. Of course I did too. I'm sure we'd like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits. Or something. Even this is all because I was competing against Sadako. It felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then at that moment, whoosh! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits!
Please eat some Keiichi! There's plenty for you!
Instantly, dozens of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over! Okay, say,
Keiichi?
My head was forcefully laid upon her lap. Even more apples were shoved upon my mouth. While she was squealing, one more apple after another was forced into my mouth. More and more apples. How about them apples, Sadako? Looks like we win. Kei-chan, that was a beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Sadako? This is our complete victory, isn't it?
I can't believe it! Such trickery! It doesn't bother me at all!
Sadako ground her teeth, mortified. We did it! I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. At that time, Rena stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something.
Rika, you're not eating it? Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Maybe?
Looking over, Rika had pulled the toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss for what to do.
Poor Mr. Rabbit. I feel sorry for him. I want to save him.
That was the sound of blood spilling from Rena in the zone.
Tonight I will take you home.
She shocks frantically, her head wobbling back and forth. And then coming back to her senses, she took all the apples around me again and then with a flip, and placed them back up on the plate.
Now they're all just fine, Kei. Here, I'll give it to you, Rika. Kei.
Rika raised up in Sadako's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbits shoved to her. She whispered,
This is our victory.
What? A comeback? Thus, my sacrifice ended up being in vain. Oh! I need a tea break. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back.
It was a fun-filled, crazy day. But as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Later, Rena and Keiichi! See you tomorrow! Thanks for today, Mio. I had a great time.
See you tomorrow.
Sadako and Rika went home as well. We parted ways with Mio, and it ended up just Rena and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home.
Thanks for coming today, Keiichi. Was it fun?
Yeah. Lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste to go home now.
Then, well, would you mind taking a little detour? Maybe?
A detour? Is it far?
It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long.
Since we had been walking around all day, I admit I must have seemed a bit tired. And not feeling like teasing Rena, I quietly nodded. Hold on, I forgot something. I'll be right back. Fresh tea. Fresh matcha tea. Traversing a small path and a small hill, a land suddenly stretched out before us. Hold on, sorry. It's okay, it's not dramatic, so I'm gonna interrupt it because I want my tea. Tea is very important. If I don't have tea, I get mad. Oops, sorry. There, what looked like a remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view. My bad. Let me turn that... no, not my brightness. Let's turn down the sound. My bad. A large heap of garbage spread out towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recalled it being in the newspaper.
It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here.
When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here was with this garbage pile?
It's not garbage. To me, it's a pile of treasure.
Rena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. So that means that there was something cute here? Whoa, a new... Wait. Oops, my bad.
A new pile! I can't wait!
She bounded up an unstable slope. I expect no less from a born and bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming. Ooh, what? No, okay, never mind. My city-raised self was completely pitiful.
It's alright, just stay there, Keiichi. It won't take long.
Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall! Watch your step!
I'm fine. This is nothing at all.
Literally bounding up the heat of trash. Rena disappeared over the other side. I didn't like being left behind, but I was pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through his camera. His body was tanned and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air around him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. Whoa, you surprised me. Although, startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who's surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa? I gathered that he wasn't from that question. Unfazed by my suspicious outlook, he introduced himself without my prompting. I'm Tomitake, freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. Oh hey, I'm trying to be a freelance artist. Anybody want to support me? It's okay. I forgot to take down the anime notice thing. My bad. I'm really sorry. Oops. If it makes it difficult to read it, my apologies. I forgot. I honestly forgot. It was my carelessness. Anyway. Oh, I'm also selling my voice. Alright, whatever. I didn't ask who you were. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. I can't refuse, you see. So what? You're saying I'm the same as birds? No, well, you see, that image of a young man in the twilight was just picturesque. I apologize for trying to take your picture without asking. Tomitake Flash! Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt for being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy trying to get cozy with me. Except, it didn't seem like Rena would get back soon. But this older guy, Tomitake, he didn't mind my conscious responses and continued rambling on by himself.
Keiichi! Sorry to keep you waiting! I'm finished now!
Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have someone with you. What would she be doing over there? That's what I want to know. Dunno. Maybe she's checking out that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. Tomitake looked shaken up by that for a moment. Uh-oh. I responded like if I were talking with Rena and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Keiichi. Tomitake chortled suggestively and disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit.
Keiichi, are you angry? Why, I wonder?
It wasn't Rena's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. If Rena, repeats it, she kind of goes kana kana. It's supposed to be, similar to the cicadas. It's just random bits of, stuff that I remembered reading wikis and stuff. How was it? Find a treasure trove?
Oh, yes, so listen. You see, there was a Colonel Sanders doll.
A Colonel Sanders doll? Oh, that thing. Those statues they always have in front of that fried chicken place. That life-size dummy? I really want fried chicken. I've been craving it lately. You're making me hungry.
Yes, Colonel Sanders. Oh, cute. I want to take it home.
I couldn't tell if she decides what's cute or not, but, well, she seems to want it. What? Not like the Colonel Sanders visual novel where you can date Colonel Sanders in the fried KFC chicken game? Not bad. Not my type. I usually don't go for mustache fellows. It's garbage, right? No one would care. You just take it home, right?
It's become a base of another pile. I can't dig it out easily. There's no lamppost over there, so it'll get pretty dark soon.
Rena seemed quite down about finding a treasure and not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out to repay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today.
Oh, thank you.
Birds heading home to roost proclaimed that nightfall would soon be upon us.
Keiichi's going to help! I can take Colonel Sanders home! Oh.
Rena staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. Oops. I probably messed up. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state. Hey, Rena. Long ago, did something happen here?
Seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details, though.
Just wondering if you know about it, An accident or something?
I don't know.
Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Rena quickly lightened her expression.
Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago.
Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that...
So you see, I don't really know that much from before that. Sorry!
Don't really know. Don't want to talk about it. That's the kind of feeling she gave me. Thinking about it, of course it would be like that. This isn't the type of thing that girls would enjoy talking about. It was quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. It's just like Tomitake said, and I had a feeling only the Higurashi would know. You received new tips. The My Bar Mansion and the dam site something something. Couldn't read that. Went way too fast. So, what were the name of the tips? The Dam Site Murder Dismemberment Newspaper Edition. The My Bar Manor. We'll read that tomorrow. Alright. Oh, what the hell did I just do? No, I'm trying to leave. Shh. Trying to leave. I'll be back. No. Alright. Now that that's done, what do I wish to say? Yes. Thank you for showing up to my live stream. But yeah. Just gonna plug this in again. Oh crap, what the heck? I had that in too? Goodness gracious. Okay. Like I said, oh my god, I feel so bad. Okay. I need to watch out for my setup next time again. My apologies if it obscured the reading a bit. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah. So, I do art, and but I'm selling my voice. So, if you ever wanted me to say a couple of lines, I'll try to make sure it's a lot better recorded than this sound quality. I'll try it because, you know, as long as it's a short line, I can do my best with it. If it's like this, it's long form, I don't want to do a whole ton of editing, and I don't really know how to do sound editing. I'll try my best, unless you don't mind cleanup. All right. Anyway, bye.